Lunchtime at school, let alone the food, might actually be more enjoyable if there were more basketball games going on. Too bad my school never thought of that. Number 4 4A Cheyenne Central versus number 3 3A Mountain View in an interclass game at Rock Springs. First quarter, Mountain View wearing the white. Taylor Meeks takes the inside lob, and the 6'2" junior had a pretty easy time scoring that close to the hoop. Her team would jump out in front 6-2. Central was quick to strike back. Off the inbounds, Abby Fernieho launches one from the corner and connects. She put in 14 for the cause, and now her team is only down 6-5. They would stay after it, and they had some big girls on their team as well. Michaela McBride is a 5'10" senior. This is a 7-foot jumper, and she's used to making shots like that. Pretty easy. And the Lady Indians would take a 7-6 lead. The big girls on both sides were getting the job done in the early goings. Here's Shania Amon getting behind the defense and scoring a bucket. That would make sure the score would stay close. The Lady Buffaloes trailing 10-8. Back and forth this game would go for a while. Here McBride has a defender right in front of her face, but she manages to get the ball up over and in for another 2 points. Central was up 16-11 after the first 8 minutes. Second quarter, MV would hang around. Marley Newton is going to take the long way around to get to the hoop, but it would be a fruitful endeavor, and it got 2 points. Her squad is down 16-13. The Lady Indians were looking for their chances to score, and they found a few, such as this one to Fernieho, and after a few friendly bounces, she would get the drop, and that would move the score up to 18-15. We have not yet seen the main weapon for Central, but she was out there, and here she is. Emily Evans is going to announce her presence on this three. She was just getting her game started, and the scoreboard now reads 21-15. Mountain View was trying to keep pace and had the speed to do it. Aubrey Newton is going to get the finish on the far side, and that helped a little, but she and her teammates are on the wrong end of a 24-17 score. And they would chip away at the deficit. Amon was putting in her points every time she could get close to the net. This bucket would keep her team within striking distance, down 24-21. But the Lady Indians had some big things in small packages. Evans is going to weave her way through the defenders and get the finish on the near side to make this a 26-21 contest. The Lady Buffaloes still were relying on their height advantage, and sometimes it worked. Meeks will grab the offensive rebound and score, and they would stay within striking distance, down 30-26 going into halftime. That must be one awesome book. I know, grades are important. However, that's what the bus ride is for. Third quarter, this is what made the difference, and plays like this helped. No good on the three, but the ball comes right back to Fernieho, who will drive and dish the assist to Sophie Seeley, and that got the job done. That would make this a 32-26 contest. MV still had some fight in them. Madison Vitt would get the board and the putback. They only trail by 4. Now it's 32-28, but things were beginning to fade offensively. Central was getting the shots to drop, even if they were not the best looking. Case in point, Evans was off balance but gets the score and the foul. 21 points were her numbers, and we have a 34-28 ball game. Here comes more, and the delivery was getting much better this time. Evans again from long range, good. The advantage was growing with the scoreboard reading 37-28. The senior was heating up and taking charge. 3 more, count it. Nothing but net, a 10-zip run, and the lead is in double digits now, with the Lady Indians ahead 42-28. Mountain View needed to stop the bleeding, now. Vitt was the only one getting anything accomplished. They need more than that, down 42-30. And to further illustrate, Vitt was the only one who scored the entire quarter for the Lady Buffs. Yes, every bit counts, but the rest of the team needed to get its act together, trailing 42-32. Meanwhile, Central's teamwork was more successful, although Evans was on fire and her teammates just had to get the ball to her. Time is running out, and she will beat the buzzer. Everything was going her way, and she has her squad ahead 45-32 going into the final 8 minutes. Fourth quarter, the defense tightened up on Evans, but that just meant someone else would have to step up. Claire Swanson would answer the call on this play. Things were starting to get out of reach with the score at 47-32 at this point. The comeback trail was going to be a long one for the Lady Buffs, and time was not going to allow all of it to happen either. Newton is going to break the drought, but the damage had been done. The absence of a second-half offense did them in, as they would fall 55-38.